draw
It would
God
be
as a woman,
oh
so that men would respect us more.
oh
Yeah. Oh.
see
Should we go on song?
Oh,
God
God.
would respect us more.
God would really defeat the patriarchy before it even started.
God would give us boobs so they would be sucked on by babies.
Sucking on that beautiful teat. Areola bouncing all in the mouth of the babies and everyone else.
They made the areolas extra big when the women gave birth because, did you know, fun fact also, the color that humans perceive, the first color that humans perceive as in...
Why do men have nipples? Sorry.
Good question. But did you know that the... Okay, can you grab your microphone so I can test your levels?
This old thing?
Yes, this whole thing. Talk for me real quick.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Have a full conversation with me.
Aubrey, your eyes look nice.
Thank you.
Hair is good. I can't see your legs though, which is concerning. I don't know where your legs went.
Can you hear yourself? Can you hear me?
I can hear myself.
Okay.
That was weird.
All right. Hello. Hi, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Aubrie Williams, and I have a very special guest here with me, sitting next to me. And I'm excited to have this guest here because we once upon a time were going to do something. Not the sex, but we were going to start a podcast together, and
Not the sex.
it didn't work out, which is fine. But I wanted him back so badly because I think so highly of him, and I think he's so funny and such a good actor. I met him in acting class.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Ben. My full name is Ben Land. Still deciding on a stage name if I'm going to deviate from Ben or Benjamin. Benjamin's my full name. And yeah, what can I say about myself? I'm from New York.
Where in New York are you from?
I'm from Long Island, the Jewish part.
Oh, fun.
Definitely need to put an asterisk there because, there's lots of little fun areas of Long Island where, different people live and enjoy their lives there. And my high school at least was primarily Asian and Jewish.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
My high school was a lot of Mexicans and a lot of white people.
Right.
Yeah. I'm from Arizona.
Arizona,
so.
yeah.
Hi,
That
Wiggy.
sounds right. I picture like a Breaking Bad, even though that's New Mexico, but it's kind of similar.
Yeah, very similar.
Dichotomy.
Yeah. My high school was very diverse. We had like a little bit of everything, but primarily it was Mexicans and white peoples.
White
And-
peeps. White fucking peeps.
Yeah, and like the Spanish kids would hang out with the Spanish kids, and because they spoke the same language, and same with the English people. And then we had like a mix of Serbians. There was some Serbian girls and guys that I wanted to be friends with them so bad.
How did they get there?
They were, I don't know. They flew here, I guess. Rick Glassman joke, and boy, were their arms tired.
That actually is good.
Yeah. And they were so tall and so beautiful, and I wanted to be friends with them so bad, and I still am friends with them to this day. But I remember asking them one time, I was like, do you guys like talk shit about people in your language so that they can't understand you? They're literally like, that's what we do all day long.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even confided in you, and like they
liked me.
You were one of the good ones,
Yeah.
clearly, because
Yeah.
they probably would have kept up the front.
Yeah, we were besties for sure.
We were besties.
Yeah.
Did they kind of? I'm sort of picturing like the straight dark hair, and it's like.
Yes.
Like,
but they curled it quite often. They would also curl it.
Okay.
And the guys, they were all basketball players. None of them played football or any other sport, not even soccer. They were like basketball players, and they were the best because they were the tallest. They always got the ball. They always.
Yeah.
would shoot it and it would always go in, and people, but they weren't super popular.
No.
Yeah, no. Do
you think that's something they prioritize their popularity?
No, I think they prioritize their academics and their sports
and their hooping. Sure.
Yeah, like the girls, there was only like maybe 5 of them that spoke the same language, maybe even less. But they all hung out with each other. They all knew each other. They got close to each other, and all they cared about were getting good grades and becoming successful. And
the immigrant's way.
Yeah, I guess that's how you're supposed to do it.
I mean, that's what I've been told.
It's really a thing, the immigrant way?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think wherever you have immigrated from, I feel like there is like a strong sense of like work ethic.
Yeah.
And not real, and like, kind of being in your own group of people, like sticking, like if you're Serbian, you're like a lot of your friends are Serbian.
Yeah.
And kind of keeping that whole thing alive. That's what my Albanian friends have told me. Shout out to Albania. They just qualified for the Euro soccer tournament yesterday.
Cool. Did you know, fun fact, that, or maybe you do it as a trivia question, this isn't one of them, what is the only country who has made it into the soccer, what is it called? The soccer tournament?
The Euros?
Yeah. What is it? What's that huge soccer tournament?
The World Cup?
Yes, thank you. What is the only country that has made it into the World Cup every single year?
I have 3 guesses.
Okay.
But am I permitted to unleash them all or just one?
You can release them all. Also, will you put the mic here?
The lower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
so, and then talk.
So
perfect.
My guesses are France, Brazil, and Germany.
Okay, and based off of my reaction,
France.
No.
Fuck.
Brazil.
I knew it was fucking Brazil. Why would I ever doubt the Brazilians?
Yeah, I know. All of the best soccer players come from Brazil. My best friend's Brazilian, and she's like,
Boha.
Boha?
That's like a curse word in Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boha, what does it
mean, I think it means like idiot or like, yeah, it's something not great. So like for all of our Portuguese.
Boha,
yeah, and it's usually
Boha.
Yeah.
Puta de madre.
Just like that, with a lot of like zest and fire to it. Yeah.
It's fucking Boha. I'm just gonna say that to my she's my best friend. I'm gonna say that to her today.
Do it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call her. I'm just kidding. I can't because my phone's using all of the interesting. Okay. So I wanted to start us off with an icebreaker question. I know we've already been chit-chatting and it's going quite nicely, but this is a segment called Icebreakers, and I wanted to ask Ben a interesting question. I think I have a few here, but I think I picked the one that would be very interesting to hear your answer to.
Go off then.
If you could go back in time 10,000 years ago and make a cave painting to confuse everyone in the future, what would you draw? Can I give you my answer?
Sure.
I have 2 answers.
Go on. I thought of something, but go on.
Okay. Oh, lay it on me. I'm ready.
I might illustrate a man being pegged by a woman and like have like the whole hair going and then like kind of have like a very visible like strap on.
Yeah.
And then like the guy just like taking it and like kind of enjoying it. I feel like that would throw cavemen for a loop.
Oh, I mean, I would be so confused. I would be like, clearly women
like
are
they
most
barely know about I'm sorry.
Speaking.
They barely know about regular sex at that point.
Right.
Like they're just like kind of figuring that whole thing out. Even there's probably still a lot of questions about just.
Imagine being a caveman, going to the cave where you've been living your whole life, pegging a woman, and then you see this random cave in this random village, and you're like, wait, the women are supposed to peg the men? Also, what would they be using? Rocks? It's not like they had cucumbers at the time. What would they be? Wood? Sticks?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I would go back and I'd probably actually draw like a really like physically like, anatomically accurate like ribbed like dick.
Oh, it could be a rib. They could use a rib.
No, well, I guess they could use a rib. No, but I'm saying I would draw something that actually looks like the modern day.
Oh, dildo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I know what that looks like. They don't know what that looks like.
That's so Would it have like another extension?
Because we're doing this for the sake of
Because you know how some
them,
dildos
right?
look like this? They literally look like a claw. One
Right.
for the clitoris
Yes,
and then
yeah.
one for
Yes,
inside.
yes.
Would it look like that?
It could look like that. I feel like that would be like
Dude,
next
people
level
would
alien
be like,
shit.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's another thing? Do our balls turn into that piece?
They're like, we haven't evolved yet into,
Yeah.
into having the two.
That's insane.
That's what I'm saying. If we're doing it for the point of confusing them, I think
True,
this is my choice.
My
Go
answer
on.
was I would draw the world but upside down. Because technically the universe has no up and down, but they don't know that yet. Cave people don't know that. They don't even really know anything. They just know That's really all they know. Actually all they know is literally sex noises.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about. But anyway, I would draw the world upside down to confuse people about, because I mean, you know, there's conspiracy theorists who believe that the earth is flat. Do you believe the earth is flat?
No.
Okay. Well, there are some conspiracy theorists who...
I know those who do subscribe to that thought, though.
Okay. You have friends like that?
Not friends, but like Uber drivers. I had an Uber driver when I was in Madrid. I was living there, and for 30 minutes as we were, I think, going to the airport, he had me watch all of these videos.
What?
Yeah. Forced down my throat. He was like, I just need you to understand. He's like, I would really appreciate if you could just listen to this this thought about the earth that I'm very passionate about. And then he just started getting into all this like flat earth.
I love that he said this thought about the earth.
He like barely articulated in English. His Spanish was good.
The video said it all. So
yeah, that's
you're
true.
like, you're a flat earther.
I think the subtitles were kicking. I don't even think the video was in English.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so you were literally like this in your Uber? Very cool, dude. Good stuff. Can you just get me to the airport?
I think I recorded it too. I was like laughing.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah. Because he wasn't giving up. Like after, you know, like those people that don't pick up on cues at all, where it's like after like
you
15...
mean autistic people?
Well, sure. He could have been on the spectrum, actually. I don't know how to recognize that in a Spanish person, though. Like someone from Spain.
Right. Yeah.
Unless there's like physical things happening.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Maybe he just wasn't understanding your English of like, I believe in science, dude.
Yeah.
Also, you want to be like empathetic.
I didn't even want to say that because I was like, this guy holds so much power right now. Like, what if he gets really triggered and like drives us into traffic?
I think about that all the time. I think that that's a universal thing with anyone getting in a car with a stranger, except like Kim Kardashian, who literally pays her drivers all the money in the world, whatever. Yeah. Every single time I get into an Uber, especially when I'm coming from the city to Jersey, the is right here. The freeway to go literally fucking anywhere is right next to me. So I always think if they don't turn right and they go on the freeway, I'm literally
Yeah.
And people have actually, to go into New York City, it's either left or right, which is the and some people have turned right to the freeway. And I'm like, sir, you went the complete opposite way. I just want to make sure. He's like, oh, sorry, I couldn't get over. And I was like, that's fine. But like, I've had some scary moments in my life.
And that adds on 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or like...
Yeah, it added on 20. I was like 20 minutes late to work that day.
You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah. But I've had some other crazy experiences in my Uber life before where there was this one driver who picked me up. I was living in California at the time, and he was driving so aggressively. I think I was a little tipsy, so I was extra sensitive and extra aware of like, okay, I need to be safe. This man was slamming on his brakes at every single stoplight, stop sign, pedestrian walking, slamming. Like I was like this the whole time, and I'm like, am I gonna die? Is he upset with life? Is he gonna kill me?
He wanted to see you
scared.
Whiplash in the back.
Oh, I mean,
like,
maybe he wanted a visual representation of me going like this. Like, what does
he
she
probably
look like?
had an ulterior motive that was sexually motivated.
Probably. A lot of men do.
Tell me about it.
So it's true.
You're preaching to the choir. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, from my experience, guys are...
You're not alone. Women do it too. I do it literally all the time. I look at that cactus and I'm like, that would hurt.
Yeah, I sometimes also, I'm like at half mast when I look at a cactus also.
You're at half mass of your penis?
That wasn't serious, but yeah.
You're
I mean, I'm
peeking.
trying to
You're
relate.
peeking. You can just keep
sorry,
it here. It's
sorry.
okay.
I'm trying to relate to you over whatever thoughts that you have about cacti.
Cacti, because it's multiple.
Right. But you never said just about your caveman.
Right. So I would draw the world upside down because in this modern age, we know that there's a universe and that the earth is round and that there is no up and down to the universe.
Right. But you
so
keep
I
going
would
on that.
confuse flat earthers to think this cave painting must be here for a reason. They knew something we don't know. Maybe there's an earth underneath the earth. Maybe the earth is supposed to be upside down. There is no universe. Flat earth is, I don't know. I think, or I would draw God as a woman so that men would respect us more.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
See.
Should we go on song? Oh, God would respect us more.
God would really defeat the patriarchy before it even started.
God would give us boobs so they would be sucked on by babies.
Sucking on that beautiful teat. Areola bouncing all in the mouth of the babies and everyone else.
They made the areolas extra big when the women gave birth. Because, did you know, fun fact also, the color that humans perceive, the first color that humans perceive as in...
Why do men have nipples? Sorry.
Good question. But did you know that the... Did you know that the first color that a human perceives as a baby is red? And I have a theory that it has to do with the nipple, and the nipple becomes extra, extra dark and big so that it's basically a target for the baby to know, oh, I'm supposed to suck on this.
It does look a lot like a target.
Yep. Because the baby's supposed to be like...
Right. And also, aren't you like swishing around in like something that I imagine to be like red or pinkish red?
The inside of your body is red. Yeah. I would guess that too. Yeah. Smart, very smart.
Babies are also kind of dumb.
Of course, they know nothing.
Yeah.
There are some
babies.
It's
not their fault, but like, yeah.
No, absolutely not. There are definitely some babies though that, like, have you heard of or seen videos of children being born and then at 1 year old they had this magical gift of being able to play the piano and no one's taught them and they're like not one, I would say like 3.
Like a savant. Like,
what is a savant? Is that what I'm saying?
Basically, yeah, exactly what you're saying.
Reincarnated?
No, it's basically what you're saying, where it's like there's really no explanation for someone this young being this good at whatever they're doing. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. I mean,
imagine having a child and then 3 years later they're just playing the piano for you in your living room and you look over and you're like, what is happening? Either A, I have a demon, or B,
or you have
I
a god.
have, or
you have a demigod,
or a credit card, or an investment.
You're like, Mama's about to
make bank.
How can I make money off this? It's like, I want to make money off this so bad.
Exactly. I mean, everything in life is about making money. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I didn't just say that.
Well,
just kidding. It is. So yeah, God is a woman, dildo on a woman, and an upside down world. Very good.
But yours would have more of like, yours would have a more of a long-term effect. I don't really know. Maybe there would be a lot more,
I think yours
sexual
would be
freedom happening in the future, but yours would be a more important, I think, change to
yours would change
the
the view of men. Men would be like, we're supposed to get pegged.
Yeah.
This is
which
how
would
it's
just be so funny.
Yeah. Didn't that happen in Deadpool?
Did that? I saw Deadpool, but now I don't remember that part.
The girlfriend like basically says, if you want to do anything to my asshole, you're going to let me do it to you first.
Oh.
And then she pegs him. It's in some movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, didn't Ryan Reynolds? Okay. Yeah. Because I was mixing him with like Channing Tatum, and like when Channing Tatum's like the male stripper and like
a Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. Yeah. They like, I mean, I feel like they both probably could get down with that kind of stuff, at least
they're so
credit to them. Like
they're so funny.
I would
though,
love to do something like that.
Yeah.
On like for film.
Wait. Okay, then just get into porn.
No, I'm saying like whatever, like Deadpool.
I know.
not
I was just
full
fucking
blown.
with you,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're
get into
saying
porn.
like these type of guys are so funny and so good at comedy acting that they can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also just like having
You also
like
did
the
wink at the camera though.
yeah, but that not what people didn't see that. No, I mean it's just to keep people on their toes. You know?
Audio
I don't want
listeners,
people to
if
know
you're
what-
not watching this on YouTube, watch this on YouTube and you'll see the wink.
yeah, you might see a wink, but that's just that's not for anyone. That's not for me to decide what people interpret they saw.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you're so right.
Yeah.
The perception of you from others
I can't
is
control
not something that you can take away from them.
that. Hmm.
You just have to be empathetic towards their feelings and what they were feeling when
Yeah.
you winked.
If you think you saw that, you might have.
Or he was just looking over at the camera and blinking with one eye.
Yeah.
That's up to you to decide.
In a suggestive and kind of seductive way.
Yeah. So Ben, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Like, how do I occupy myself normally?
Yeah, what do you do? What's your job? What's your hobbies?
Yeah,
What does your weekends look like? Who is Ben? Did you introduce yourself?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I just said my name and
Yeah.
where I'm from.
You
okay.
don't have to give your company name or anything. Just like what's your
Right. Okay. So, right now I am acting. I do some writing. I love creative stuff.
Cool.
I have done stand up in the past, and some of that stuff is up on YouTube. Some of the commercials that I've recently done are also on YouTube.
Cool.
And
You did a commercial for a beer company, right?
yes, for
Okay.
like a liquor alcohol brand.
What's the name so people can search it
Yeah,
just for fun?
it's called Montauk Distillery Co.
Okay. Montauk Distillery Company.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have this new product called Sunburn Rum, where basically it's like a cinnamon flavored liquor,
Delicious. Kind of like Fireball. right?
kind of like Fireball, and it tastes around the same. I would say I would almost if you like whiskey more than rum, I would opt for the Fireball choice.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a cute little experience because I got to play like a really sunburned person and like get like a lot of stuff done in hair and
I
makeup.
saw it. You were very funny in it.
Yeah. Oh,
you were
thank
very
you.
funny.
Thank
Very
you.
good facial expression acting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a great experience because it was like one of the first times I'd been on a big professional feeling set like that, and it allowed me to be super expressive, like you said, and meet cool people. So yeah, I love the acting stuff, and then I have a day job as of now, but yeah, it's in the glass and metal industry.
Cool. My sister's husband does that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in the window industry.
Yeah.
I believe so. I'm pretty sure he installs windows, but correct me if I'm wrong, please, sister and husband.
Yeah, so that pays the bills for now, but I have a lot of cool things in the works happening
Good.
with acting and writing, so hopefully, and maybe even stand up in the future. I'm not doing any stand up right now, but I might start ghostwriting for people. If
cool.
Aubrie, I can if you want to do it, I'll slide you some material.
If I want to ghostwrite?
If you want to do stand up, and I will
Okay, sure.
I'll write from your mind.
Your mind.
I love writing like for others, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I actually was just writing in that yellow notebook on the counter last night
Yeah.
at 11:30.
I mean, you have fucking bars. Don't like you have. I know.
No, but I
could
wanted
write.
to tell
I know
you
could
about this.
write.
I wanted to tell you about
Cool.
this concept, this
Yeah.
idea that I was writing about. I was writing about, and I don't know how to. I really don't know how to write a joke. I have an idea because of a video I saw on YouTube. This guy said it's kind of like writing an essay in college. You have your opening statement, and then you have your closer, or no, you have your I don't remember. It's like your opening
I know what you mean,
sentence
yeah.
is your statement, and then you have the reasons to back it up. A joke is your reasons to back it up, and then your closing statement is your punchline. So I don't even know how I'm going to say this. I don't even know if I want to do this on the podcast because
you have something
mine.
ready. I'll fire you up right now. And coming out of left field, 6'2".
5'10".
6'2"
I'll
in
take it.
heels, in stilettos, and she's conjured such a joke that all of you might cream your pants, no matter how you identify. Aubrie Williams.
Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. I'm so nervous. Okay, I'll just get straight to it. I don't know whether it's going to be a fart or a poop. And that's a problem.
You all can relate to that. We've all had that feeling.
My butthole does not send the signal to my brain letting me know that it's going to be a fart or a poop. So a lot of the times when I have to fart, I go to the bathroom and waste my fucking time pulling down my pants and sitting on putting the lining on the toilet paper, whether it's in public or at home.
Even at home?
No, not at home. But like in public, you got to line up the toilet paper.
Well,
and then I sit down and a fucking fart comes out. And I say, what a waste of my goddamn time. And then I put my pants back on and go about my day. And then it happens again an hour later. And I'm like, I don't know the difference.
Oh my God.
It's terrible.
I mean, I think this is a shared human experience.
I have a song about farts being behind poop. Have you ever had to fart and you're like, nope, that's poop, but there's a fart behind the poop? I have a song for it.
Whoa.
It goes like this. I have a fart, but it can't come out. It is blocked by a sheet and it can't come out. I have to fart, but it can't come out. It is blocked by a sheet and it can't come out. I have a fart, and it can't come out. It is blocked by a sheet and it can't come out. I have to fart. That's it.
There could be a really good bass line, and I think that would make for like a sick house song. Like deep house.
Are you kidding? Absolutely. I'd play it every time I had to poop or fart.
Yeah. We have to flesh out the production a little bit more, but that as the hook is money.
I just had, I don't know why the German accent came out.
No, it feels right.
And
that's what made me
very
think about the deep house. Like techno, trance house, like something like imagine that playing in like
into techno.
In like a Berlin like sex club.
Maybe I was thinking of you when I came up with that song, because I knew that you would know that Germans are really good at like
Unzing.
Unzing.
Yeah.
Dude, that could be a really good joke. Is it already?
No.
Uns.
Uns.
It sounds German.
Yeah.
Uns.
Well, okay. You can't give me all the credit, but I'll take some for now.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Okay. So the joke that I was writing last night was telling your single friends about, or why it's hard telling your single friends about your problems in your relationship. And then also another section was why it's hard telling your in a relationship friends about your problems in a relationship. And then my points to back it up were like, your single friends just want you to be single. Like them, they just want you to be bored with nothing to do and no one to talk to, just like them. Another one.
I was thinking of a different reason of why they might want you to be single.
Yeah, I know. You of course you are.
Well, no, because I was thinking of like your single friends always want you to go out with them and like chase whatever, whatever kind of sexual experience you're into.
Right.
Like, or just like,
I mean,
go out with that being like a possibility. 'Cause like, I feel that a lot of people in relationships don't want to go out with one or two single people and like have them third wheel.
I get that. I will say I don't like going out in general.
Right.
I'm in a relation. I used to, because I was getting blacked out every single night, not remembering the next morning. And then my friends would tell me, oh my God, you were so funny. So I was like addicted to I like getting fucked up because people think I'm funny. And then when I was not remembering what was happening the next morning, it became a serious problem to where I was like, I'm just going to try going out being sober. And then I go out being sober And it's like so fucking loud in there. You can't hear a goddamn thing anyone's saying. You're straining your voice.
Where
My
are you
throat
going?
hurts.
What kind of places are you going to, though?
Bars.
I could take you to some nice, quiet places.
I like lounges.
Lounges are great.
Like Soho Grand. Have you ever been there?
Soho Grand. I can't say I have.
I think it's a hotel.
Okay.
And they have a bar inside of it, and then they have a jazz club.
Not
Never
you.
been to the
Not
jazz.
you in a hotel bar.
It's not really a hotel bar. It's like a club. It's
Okay.
It's like a really bougie place. They have nice couches, little tables,
sounds nice.
appetizers, cocktails, and like
Ooh.
really fancy people go there.
Oh.
And it's
like
really
Soho House, kind of like Soho House.
similar, but it's not Soho House. It's not a club. I would say the people who go there are just like
Soho House. I'll be inside you soon enough, so just don't even
I think
worry.
it's only $3,000 a year.
For Soho House?
Yeah, if you're under 26 or 27.
All right.
Yeah,
So I still
it's an investment.
in clout in having clout.
And once you're in, I think you can go into all the ones around.
Is it really?
the
That's all it
world.
is?
Yeah, I think it's
I feel like that's
3,000.
probably.
I think it's 5,000 to be global, but like 3,000 for New York.
Okay. That's what. How does that compare to an Equinox membership? Probably.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
So literally, you might as well just go hang out at an Equinox, because not only are you like benefiting your body and you can get a smoothie and some cute apparel, not for free, but and meeting a bunch of hot people who also like to work out. At Soho House, no one talks to you at Soho House. You go with your friend, and then that's who you talk to. Nobody wants to talk to you because everyone's too bougie, doing their own thing, looking at each other like, oh my God, love this shirt, babe. And it's like, ew, these are not my people.
Yeah. Fuck you to all these.
At Equinox, at least they're like, hey, you need help lifting that, bro? I can spot you, dude.
Are you? That's so fucking accurate. Oh my God.
Okay, why it's hard talking to your single friends about your problems in your relationship. They always tell you to break up. They just want you to be single like them. They'll hype you up just to tell you that you're stupid for staying in a shitty relationship. Have you ever told a friend, like, you're literally, like, you're so funny, you're so pretty, your nails are, like, on point, your clothes, Aubrie, like, I would give anything to be, like, in your position right now, and you're just fucking it up. You fucking dumb, stupid bitch. You're just being so stupid.
That left turn.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, you just said all these nice things about me, and then you're calling me a fucking dumb cunt. Okay, thank you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. So this person sounds like they have some range. You know, they're not just sugarcoating
not even just
it.
one
Yeah.
person. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
everybody.
That's just all the noise.
Yeah. They give you advice that they don't even take themselves.
So wait, these are single people. These are
the single
okay,
people
okay.
in my life. They're
Yeah.
like telling me like, babe, don't even like, don't like, you should be raising like your standards, like, babe, like, don't take shit from anybody. And then like they're like, don't text him, and then like they're texting the guy that's ghosting them, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's like that one meme.
When people give you advice that they don't take themselves.
Yeah, it's like, babe, you should have done this 3 weeks ago.
People love to do that though. That's why
It's easier said than done.
Yes, it's easier said than done, and I think you got to only be taking advices from people where you're like, I would kind of want to be you for a day. If you don't want to be that person who's giving you advice at all, then you probably shouldn't be listening to like their little spiel.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because everybody's looking to give you like their little like 2 cents about things, and like sometimes, you know, what they're saying is the truth, and but like a lot of the time it's like
A lot of the times it's like,
it's that meme. It's like, okay. Or yeah.
They're constantly asking to be kept up on the drama of your relationship, which only makes you more angry at your partner. I was like, so what's going on with so-and-so? Are you guys still, arguing? And you're like, oh, here we go again. You know what happened last night that I wasn't even going to bring up?
They want to feel better about their own relationship. Is that it?
They're single.
Oh, we're still on the singles.
They're a little bored.
Okay.
They want to talk about shit because they have nothing going on in their life, and or they want to make their problems seem less than. They're not getting a text back from that boy, so now they're freaking out, and they're like, so like, are you guys okay now? Are you guys fighting? Oh, what happened last night? Tell me, give me all the tea. What happened? And then I get more mad
And it's like, this tea is never going anywhere. Meanwhile,
I drank the tea last night. I sipped it down. It was fucking piping hot, and then I got over it. I woke up the next day. My mouth was a little sore and traumatized, but I'm fine now. So leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I've never heard someone like actually like describe like tea in the way like, you know, when people are like, oh, what's the tea? But like when they say it's piping hot, sometimes tea do be fucking steaming.
Yeah, it's fucking hot.
Boiling.
It's boiling.
It's too much.
It's that 3rd degree burn tea, boy.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. They're constantly telling you how valuable you are, which makes you question your value and raises your insecurities in your relationship, which then in turn makes you more needy in your relationship. So they're constantly like, you deserve better. You do not deserve this. You are way better than them. They don't even meet your standards. This is insane, which then in turn makes me think, you're right. I do deserve better. And then you go to your partner who you've already built a baseline standard with. You've already built the boundaries with them. And then you want to raise the bar to then where your partner's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like, weren't we okay?
Weren't we fine? Didn't things change? And it's like the littlest, tiniest thing. Like, he didn't fucking close the cabinets again in the kitchen. I've asked him 7 times this week, and it's not changing. And it's just like, babe, I deserve a bigger kitchen. Go buy me a house. And it's like, what's going on?
Yeah. It's low-key. Yeah, it's insane when people's advice can like get into your own space and standards, because like only you and your partner know like what's okay in your little world. So yeah. Okay. Relationship advice sometimes is so interesting because people will be like, well, just find someone that's easy. Find someone that makes your life easy. And then you start dating them and you're like, okay, this is great. It's kind of boring, but it's also kind of great. And you're like, do I want more spice? Do I want more? Spice causes irritation, but it's so true. It's like you're eating spicy food. It's tasty. It's awesome while you're eating it, but you can't just eat all spicy food or else like you're going to like ruin your insides and like everything is going to be bad.
And then it's going to come out spicy on the other end.
It's going to come out so spicy on the
end. Let me tell you, that shit ain't comfortable.
No. Period.
Worse than your period.
Worse than your fucking period, actually.
You think it's hard to having your vagina bleed? Imagine your asshole bleeding, okay?
Yeah.
And I wipe till I bleed, so.
Jesus Christ. You should really, what about the dude wipes? But like,
I have those.
Do you? The medicated ones?
No, not the medicated ones. I get them on Amazon.
Okay.
But
they offer the medicated. You could get those on Amazon too.
Medicated? Yeah. What is medicated? Is it just like extra lube?
Yeah, but like probably like plus some like vitamin E, some aloe. Like,
I could just use lotion then.
Yeah, you could. There's a lot you could do.
I could just put coconut oil in my butthole.
Yeah.
Just keep it moist. Ew. Then your undies get all wet and you're like, oh, what is that? And then you're going to go and hook up with your partner and you're going to be like, it's not butt juice, but it is. They call that truffle butter.
Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry to get inappropriate here, but that's me, ladies and gents.
Truffle. That's good.
Remember
that's
that
like
song by Lil Wayne?
Yeah, truffle butter on your pussy. Truffle butter on your... Yeah, they had people saying that for a lot of time, not really knowing. I don't think a lot of people knew exactly what truffle butter was supposed to mean in that context. Now I have a better idea.
Tell me what it is, because I have my idea. I just want to know what yours is.
It's kind of... Is it like flakes of something and then like...
Flakes of what? Like salt flakes?
Don't make me say it.
I'll say it.
You say it, yeah.
I knew truffle. I didn't know what truffle butter was, so I Googled it. And on Google, on Urban Dictionary.
What's the Urban Dick? Yeah.
The Urban Dick says, that big old Urban Dick says that truffle butter here
the long
is...
Urban Dick of the law.
Yeah, which is disgusting. It's actually like disgusting to think about.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to...
It's the juice that comes out when a man penetrates the vaginal hole and the butthole. It's the juice that comes out on both of them that like sits on the dick. It's like when he sticks it in the vagina and then when he sticks it in the butt, the juice that accumulates within those two holes is called truffle butter. Is that what you knew it as?
I actually hadn't delved into the definition that deeply until now. And it kind of tracks, though. It makes sense. I wonder who coined that term.
Lil Wayne.
You think he made it up?
Probably. Probably fucks a lot.
Well, Lil Wayne famously doesn't write a lot of his own music though.
Oh, he's got a ghostwriter. Is it you?
It's not even a ghostwriter. It's like there's like public credits that he gives to his writers, like because yeah.
You can't be doing the
So the guy who some fucking like white Jewish guy who just like was like, yeah, this is gonna fucking slap.
This is gonna hit. Yo, truffle butter.
He's like,
the truffle butter.
He's like, I heard this on
how did he come up with truffle butter? He was
I
just
heard
fucking
this,
hose?
Or maybe, yeah, or like he was listening to like a fucked up podcast like this maybe or something and just came up and he's like, oh, this would be great for Wayne and Drake.
Yeah.
And wasn't Nicki Minaj on that too?
Yeah.
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 I wonder where she stands
really
on
good
truffle
song.
butter. Yeah, it's very catchy. It's like
she knows exactly what
isn't
truffle
it like
butter
no like
yeah you know yeah
yeah.
you know.
It's like kind of a club banger even. Yeah. That had a moment.
I like it. I think, but what I was saying was I think Nicki Minaj knows exactly what truffle butter is.
Oh yeah.
She probably read the lyrics. Okay, you're gonna have to write a section for this, and she's like, okay, she's reading the Drake's lyrics and Lil Wayne's lyrics. Excuse me. And she's like, oh, this is my butter, if you know what I mean. Not jam. This is my butter.
Yeah.
This is my wait.
Butter
Lil Wayne,
and
did
jam.
you write this about me?
Yeah.
You were saying.
Did they ever? I don't know if they did.
Nicki Minaj talks about how she fucked Lil Wayne in one of her songs, but didn't fuck Drake.
Yeah, she didn't fuck Drake. I don't think.
She didn't give him that satisfaction.
At least the fan fiction that everyone comes up with is like the consensus is that they didn't fuck Drake and Nicki.
I believe it.
Yeah.
She has standards.
Yeah, she does. But people always trash the person that she's dating or like the person that
because
she's together.
she's a fucking queen.
You're right.
Because she is so top tier and so good at what she does.
It's almost everyone's unworthy.
Yeah, exactly. Like Nicki Minaj is the fucking best. What are you doing dating some fucking...
You sound like her hive, or what do they call the Nicki fans? The Barbs?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not that big of a
Are you a
fan.
Barbie? You're a closeted Barbie, I think.
I should be. I just support women in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unilaterally supporting women. All right, I'm just going to start thinking. You keep going, and I'm going to think of some really fucked up women, and I'm going to be like, all right, are they on your team too?
Okay. Then I have why it's hard to talk to your friends who are in a relationship about your problems in your relationship. Number one, they constantly, at least in the honeymoon phasers, like people who have only been dating for like 3 months that you're talking to about your relationship, are asking how much sex you're having. Only to rave about their sex life. Babe, when was the last time you had sex? Oh, babes, me and him, we're jumping each other's bones. We're so attracted. We fuck all the time. And it's like, cause you're new. Like, don't make me feel bad about how much sex I'm having.
It's like, you're new to this, I'm true to this. Like,
yeah, exactly. Babe, wait until you're getting down the road because that shit changes real fucking quick. Or does it? Because I don't know.
I think it's different for everyone. There's like the really like quiet, shy types where like they're not PDAing at all. And they might be the ones having the most consistently kinky sex at home. And like, you just don't know because they don't present that energy in public.
Right.
And then there are those that are like giving fucking pecks on the cheek and like little like that probably have like the most vanilla 3 times a week sex of anyone that you'll ever know.
Which is fine. Vanilla sex is great.
Vanilla sex is chilling.
As long as you're both happy. Just have all the vanilla you want.
That's so true.
But baby, just know that there's chocolate, strawberry, Neapolitan, mint chocolate chip, pistachio ice cream, strawberry, raspberry sorbet. Then we got the the Oreo cookie.
Rainbow.
The rainbow.
Rainbow ice.
Rainbow ice. We got all that shit. We got the chocolate covered cones. We got the chocolate covered sticks. We got the almonds and peanut butter.
You could go to Morgenstern's and get all the different
and
like honeycomb flavors there.
Exactly. And then you know what, babe? Like go to the sex shop and you'll see the book of all the flavors of ice cream. Just know that those positions are there.
Read Kama Sutra.
Interesting. Kama Sutra, isn't that the practice of sex where you just... It's like
I thought it was like the sex Bible, like the sex of like I've actually yet to read it. So here I am yelling at people for fucking giving advice that they don't even take themselves. I've never read Kama Sutra, but I heard it's like the book.
It's the book of pleasure, basically, which it's like breathing exercises and also just a lot of massages in places that aren't even like sexual organs. And It's everything that has to do with pleasure and like how to make it last longer. And like I don't think that's for me.
But do you think there is a lot of
I think
stuff to do with sex directly in the book, or no?
I think so.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's like how to last longer, I think. And I think that a man with erectile dysfunction wrote the book.
I think the book's like 1,000 years old.
Definitely then. They didn't have cures for STDs back then, and he couldn't for some reason. He wasn't to completion.
He wasn't getting the For Hims pills like mailed to him monthly. He wasn't subscribed.
No.
He didn't get the 15% off from the Barstool podcast.
Unfortunately,
no.
They have a 15% off for Kama Sutra?
No, for Hims probably.
Oh, okay.
I just remember like all the bro-y podcasts like are sponsored by like the dick pill.
Oh, right.
You know?
And like Julie and yeah.
Yeah.
Rogan. Roman
Oh,
swipes.
yeah, Roman swipes.
Yeah.
Roman swipes. Never tried it, but I probably should.
Why?
Well, try anything once, right?
You know what Roman swipes are, right?
Yeah, it like numbs you out, right?
To make you last longer in the bedroom.
Right, I'm saying.
You're like, I should try this out.
What, you don't try? You wouldn't try it? You're above the swipes?
I mean, how satisfied are you? Is it happening quick for you?
No, but I'm just saying, like, I could try anything once. Like, I'll try the swipes.
I need to try it for sure.
You try the swipes. Let me know how they are.
Okay.
Maybe we should try them like separately at the same time.
I know someone who used to get prescriptions.
You gotta find someone to have sex. What?
We have to find someone to have sex with.
I mean, that's like.
Just gotta find someone who wants to fuck me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
No big deal.
Shouldn't be that hard.
I'll take you to these cool lounges. Will you be my wingman?
Yeah. Well, how much is Soho House?
Yeah. That's funny. No, I know a guy who used to have a prescription for what's that one company that makes like Viagra pills and Trojan or
Cialis?
No, it's blue and red.
Well, they say take a blue pill, like the Blue Chew.
It's not it. It was a white pill, but he used to get prescriptions.
Yeah, I don't think it's over the counter. Maybe it is.
He bought it online. It wasn't that he needed a doctor. He just bought it online. It was like a subscription. He would get a new pack like every 6 months or something like that. And he didn't use them. I actually stole them from him. And then I threw them away. So it's like, you don't need this.
Did you flush them?
No.
They say it's very bad to flush drugs.
No, I threw them in the trash because they were all packaged individually. Yeah, it's bad to flush drugs because everything's going to the fucking our water and also our ocean.
That's right.
So much microplastic in our ocean.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. I actually have a little story. You know the save stories on Instagram? I have one of those that's all about that. When in the beginning of COVID, it was really,
highlight.
Yeah, highlight.
Yeah.
In the beginning of COVID, it was really on the front of my mind.
Yeah, of course.
And
when it was the best in the world, that the world was really coming back together during COVID. You remember when like the Venice waters were like finally cleared up again, and then like the air pollution was the best that it had ever been, and animals were finally coming back out into places that they hadn't been seen before. There was a lot of that stuff going on because everyone was indoors, and like the earth was just finally becoming its natural
like healing for just like a small bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? So I remember so many years ago, I thought to myself, like, I think I was high or something. I don't know. But I thought to myself, like, the earth is just an organism. Like, it's one of those little cells in our body compared to the universe. And then, like, a few years later, I see Joe Rogan talking about how the earth is a living organism. And I was just like, I'm the same. I think the same as Joe Rogan. I was like, we are one. But
you were enlightened first, though.
I was definitely enlightened first, and I should have fucking put it out on the internet so that I could be considered smart. And
it's okay. I'll vouch for you.
Also, there's also that saying that no idea is original, and everybody typically thinks the same things. And
I think ideas evolve, though. Like there are original ideas, and then little, like an idea is a tree, and then the ideas that branch off that tree.
How interesting! An idea is a tree.
Yeah.
Come right circles right back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that is profound. That is profound.
So I have a segment called Am I the asshole?
We do be thinking on here.
Yeah, we do be thinking, which I like.
A little bit.
I have a segment called Am I the Asshole? This is people go on Reddit and they write their stories. Some are anonymous, some are not. Some people literally tell their age and their names. But it's...
So what page is this r/what?
What?
You know how like Reddit, it's like r/whatever the topic is? Like...
So yeah, so this topic is dad joke.
So,
Am I
okay.
the asshole for making a dad joke?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Note, my stepdaughter, Madeline, was about a year old when I married her mother, Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Madeline is currently 15 and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment up for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you." And honestly, I got a bit hurt from that. But I understand she didn't mean it and that she'd probably change. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you're in my house, you have to follow my rules." That just happened about 2 days ago. So our family was doing some grocery shopping when Madeline said, "I'm hungry, I need food." I decided to be extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." My son just started to laugh uncontrollably. My daughter was just quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me, in quote, "not to stoop down to her level," end quote. I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and my son agrees. So am I the asshole? Edit. I did adopt her, so I'm legally her full parent. Mini update. I'll probably give a full update later, but here's what happened so far. I go to my daughter's room after dinner.
I'm waiting for the part where this gets like really twisted and fucked up because you're the one telling this. Because like I feel like there's gonna be something that's gonna like really jump out at me. Like
I wish that was the case.
Okay. This is like a mild one.
That's
okay,
it, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he the asshole for telling a dad joke to a daughter?
What was the whole thing about? I thought that was gonna come back with someone dying in the beginning who died.
The dad died.
So
her real dad died, but the dad died before the daughter was born. And
so he's basically the stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
the dad that stepped up.
The dad raised her.
Yeah, he raised her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "You're not my dad."
And then later he made a joke, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." Instead of, the joke like, I
think that's pretty funny.
Like, "I'm hungry," and then they go, "Hi, hungry, I'm Aubrie, nice to meet you." And so instead he changed it to, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad."
I think that's pretty funny.
I think that's so funny.
I think it's chill.
I think it's so funny.
How sensitive is this girl, though? She seems kind of...
She's a kid. She's a teenager.
She seems a little on edge.
You can't be an asshole to people and then expect not to get the same treatment back a little bit.
That's true.
Especially as a teenager.
Yeah. Sometimes I was horrible to my parents and, like, only, like for the one time that they're, like, a little bit, give it back to me. Like, 1 out of every 26 times that I give it to them, I'm like... What?
Excuse
me? I like start to like, I'm like hyperventilating, crying, like,
yeah.
And then you develop a bit of perspective. You're like, oh shit, like maybe I should have been a bit nicer. Like, yeah, no, I think this dad's fine. I think this dad's sounds like a pretty good dude either way. I mean, from what he shared, he's on Reddit.
I think he's
whatever the fuck that means.
He reminds me of my dad.
He seems chill.
He reminds me of I have a stepdad, and like, I grew up...
Toughen the fuck up, daughter.
Yeah, I grew up my dad making these silly, funny jokes all the time.
Besides, I'm sorry about your OG dad, though. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's really
if you're
unfortunate.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry.
But also grow the fuck up. Learn some basic common humor. She's also probably starting her period, though, which is the time when, like, I remember my life was, like, completely changing. I was such a fucking cunt.
She's probably a walking migraine.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. No, but I didn't think anything was funny when I was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So, but any advice? Yeah, advice for that girl, like.
Oh, advice for her?
Bone.
I mean.
Advice for the dad, actually.
I don't know what. Also, you know what the dad didn't say though? The dad didn't really like specify what the punishment was, and like if she's like she sounds like she's what 16, 17.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is she grounded, or are you like locking her in a basement, like in a jail cell, and like giving her like,
dear God, I hope not.
Okay, well he didn't say, so like we don't know. We need a little more context. Was the punishment like no like scrolling on TikTok for 8 hours a day? Like what? Or
That used to be my punishment, was getting my electronics taken away
Yeah,
from me and
I
not
feel
being
like-
able to go out.
Yeah, I feel like we have a rough
And
sketch.
I fucking hated my life when that
Yeah,
happened.
that shit sucks. At that time, it
I was
sucks.
like, what am I going to do? Fucking masturbate all day?
But
Jesus Christ.
But it's low-key better for her if that was the punishment. Because, like, realistically, there's so much other things you can be doing than mindlessly doom scrolling or, like,
Right.
just... So if he was like, oh, like...
I'd be like, write a 10-page essay about...
Go touch grass, you little fucking millennial idiot. Go.
Oh, God.
Like that's a good punishment.
Go touch some grass?
That's hardly even a punishment. If it's like, okay, you're banned from your phone, banned from your computer, banned from video games for whatever, a little period.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
Tell me.
I was thinking about how we are holding our phones and have our phones near us, next to us, in our hands, literally all the time, that our phones have now become a part of our lives, and it's a thing that is attached to us without physically being attached to us at all times. Like,
yeah. People
it's
say it's like the invisible limb.
the invisible limb. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Someone told me that
My screen time is fucking important. It's
yeah.
It's gone up
I-
like percentages each, like, of the last couple weeks. I
How much time are you at?
I just set limits.
I have limits on mine. I have
Do
30.
they work? What does it do? Like, just shock you? I need it to, like, be a shock collar.
I
Like,
know, I wish. No, but there's
I
a
need something to, like, start, like, choking me. And
so there's an app that you have to like sign up for, but it'll literally lock you out of your
good.
social medias.
That's good.
I'll send it to you after. That's
really good.
It'll lock it out.
That's good.
That's very good.
That's very
I like
good.
it. That's good. What is that from?
Actually, it's my friend Tyler who said, my friend Tyler Alvarez, if you're listening.
Shout out.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
you. Love
Tyler.
you.
We know you are.
Yeah. He's fucking hilarious. You need to have him on the pod one day. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the origin might be like something Cuban, something Italian. I'm not sure. He kind of
He's
does
Cuban
both.
Italian.
He's Cuban, but he
Okay.
likes to do, like, me and him have a thing.
He likes
where
math.
We do, like, Godfather impersonations together, and, like,
You've come to me in a time of need.
yeah, he's insane at Corleone. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Good to know.
yeah.
Well, yeah, so there's an app that will literally lock you out of your social media accounts or whatever
Scarface.
app that you choose, and can't get back in until the time limit of that is up. But the one in your settings will just, there's a screen that pops up and it'll say, okay, and then it'll get out of the screen, or you can say, remind 1 more minute, 15 more minutes, or I want the rest of the day on the social media app. So stop putting this reminder up for me. I have that, and I always do, like, remind me 15 minutes later, and then I'll be on there for 15 minutes, and it'll be like, I'll remind me 15 minutes later, and I'm just like, this doesn't even work. I need the app that, like, shuts me out. The problem is I do some business.
You're like snoozing. You're snoozing.
Exactly. I do some business over social media, like Instagram.
Right.
So, like, if I get locked out by that other app, I'm screwed.
Yeah,
So
that's true. But maybe there's a way where you're like, you can, when you log in, you're like, all right, this is for funsies, and this is for realsies. Like, where it's like, I'm not playing, like, I'm making money moves right now.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, I just want to, like, stalk, like, this
that's for funsies.
this, like, Greek, like, model or something
Right.
for, like, a couple minutes. Like,
Right.
This is fun. Like,
yeah. I was thinking, like, if I did do that app, there would be a complete mind shift of, I can only use my phone for business. Like, that's just what this is. There's
Yeah.
no time for fun.
Literally girl bossing to the fucking moon.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if I'm ready for that. I should be, because social media is so fucking addicting.
It really is. It's just, you know what it is? It's like the adult version of a pacifier.
Oh my God, it
It really is. Like, think about it. Like, you literally are, like, stressed about anything, or, like, any little, you're trying to pass the time, you're uncomfortable, you're like, let me just flip open Twitter for a minute. Like,
Well, that's what I was going to say, was I have a friend who told me that, like, we are technically considered cyborgs. Like, literally, humans are considered cyborgs because we have our phone on us all of the time, and it is a technology attached to us. How crazy is that?
let's just throw our phones out of the fucking window right now.
I could never.
I know.
Oh, actually, you know what?
If I move out of the U.S. and I become like a farmer, like a marine biologist, or like a tree planter, or like I do something that like really doesn't require the phone, and like I'm happily like with a partner or married or something, I think I could do without it. Like I envision like my best future, like when I become
successful and
40, 50. Yeah, exactly. I don't see myself on my phone much. I'm hoping that dream can be realized where I'm like.
So my friends.
Like I'd love to have like a flip razor.
So listen, this is what I'm telling you. So my friends just went to Chicago a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
And they've been to Chicago before. And apparently one of the girls got her phone stolen while she was at the club. And this same thing happened to me when I was in Miami one time a couple years ago. My phone was in my purse attached to me, and somebody, because the clubs are so crowded, somebody went in my purse and stole my phone.
Yeah.
So the next day I had to go buy a new phone. It was completely gone. It wasn't even on Find My iPhone. Like, it was nowhere to be found. And so my girlfriends are in Chicago and they got their phone stolen the last time they went. So they're like, I'm going to go to Target and I'm going to buy a flip phone, and I'm going to leave my phone, like my iPhone, at home. So they buy a flip phone for $40 for a flip phone for a month plan. And I'm pretty sure you just have to return it once you're done with it. But they bought a month plan so that they could go out and have a good weekend. And then they were using it as a burner phone to like give their number out to guys, because it wasn't their real number. It was only their number for a short period of time. And I literally thought to myself, that is so fucking genius. One, it's only $40.
Just thinking that too.
Two, you have a phone for a whole month. So I could literally put my iPhone away.
Let's put these beautiful women in office. Let's give them a political position.
You know what these women do?
I think they could turn this country around.
You know what these women do? They're fucking lawyers. They're geniuses.
Oh, they're
like
lawyers.
They're so smart.
Are they doing like the good kind of law, or like
She does real estate law.
So probably not, but okay.
I mean, it's the good law. She gets you out of your like shitty tenant situation.
Oh no,
like,
she
passed the bar. But she passed the bar.
Okay, no. But wait,
snap,
wait.
queen, snap, queen.
Is she? So she's defending the tenants and the homeowners, not like defending like the landlords and the.
I haven't asked her.
All right. I mean, respect to
I think
both.
she
Respect
could go,
to both. I'm just curious.
I think she could go both ways.
She's bi-legal.
Yes, she's bi-legal for sure.
She's pan-legal.
Yeah. No, but
she's poly-legal.
When I tell you I want to so badly get a flip phone, and like, even if it's just for like, let's say I'm using it for a week. Imagine going out. Imagine waking up, having your iPhone, you check it, and then you're like, I'm going out for the day, whether it's work or whatever. Your boss has your flip phone number, and you literally cannot, you are forced to not be able to check social media all day. The only way you could do it is opening a web browser.
You would be so fucking present.
I would be so present. That's what I'm saying.
You would literally be like dialed in like at all times.
I would be so much smarter.
I would be too.
And like, you just would have to keep a notepad around.
I can't
to like write down your ideas, which is like what they used to do back in the day. Like,
imagine us being smarter. Fuck.
I mean,
that could be crazy.
I would say we can only get smarter, but that's literally not true.
I could figure out ways to get dumber.
Oh no, I'm saying I can definitely get stupider. I mean, I find myself I've come into more awareness over the years. But
Same.
I have such a bad memory, and I think it's due to the amount of times I'm on my phone thoughtlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
How many times I'm like just not paying attention to shit, and I'm just like dilly-dallying thinking about random shit because I'm consuming so much information that my mind doesn't even know where to stay.
That's so true.
And like, I've become, like I was saying, I've become aware over the years, but I'm also becoming aware to like, I don't want to be on this fucking phone anymore.
Yeah.
I want to create interesting videos and do this podcast, but I don't want to be on social media anymore.
Yeah.
But I have to be for my job. Like, that's the unfortunate part about
it. You can be on it more as a producer than a consumer.
True.
Where it's like you're posting things, you're interacting with people, but you're not just like.
The goal would be the goal would be eventually to like pay somebody to do that for me. Post for me, like what you need to like, get me in the algorithm, comment on my friend's stuff if you want, I guess. But like, my friends probably would know, like, I'm not on social media. I have someone running it for me. That's what Chris DiStefano does.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. But inauthentic
He
Aubrie,
says it's changed his life, not being on social media. He said it literally changed his life.
I believe it.
He lost weight. He's not focused so much on himself. He said it made him less self-centered.
Right.
And he's because he's not looking at pictures of other people all the time and comparing himself to other people, that he's really gotten dialed in with himself and like his family, and like he's also like apparently like restricting his daughter's like iPad time and stuff like that. And it's like, it's just better for you.
1,000%.
We are just robots addicted to this fucking putting our face in this thing. And like in awkward situations, what do? We pull out our phone.
All right, viewers. So you're going to check in with us, and me and Aubrie are going to post our screen time at the end of.
We'll just put it right here.
Yeah, we'll put it right here for the next step, and see if we can dial it the fuck back, because it's getting.
I'm going to get a burner phone. I'm not joking.
It's getting insane. I might follow you with that, because I don't need these like social media apps at this point, unless it is like for personal marketing like purposes, you know, where I'm like trying to build my brand.
Posting your acting reels, posting your comedy clips, your whatever. Yeah, like get yourself out there. But like you just said, stop scrolling.
But eventually having someone who
knows
that's
what
their job
they're doing.
Yeah, and it's their job, and they're getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
They don't see it as like, you know.
It's so scary to think about in the future too, because you know at an older age, at least I see my Nana, she's not glued to her phone, but I used to live with her and she would be like scrolling on Facebook endlessly. But then she'd like watch The Bachelor, and like I think she wasn't raised in a world where we grew up with phones. I remember I was 14 years old. I could not wait to get a phone. I was 12 watching my sisters have their phone. I could not wait. I was so excited. All I wanted in life was a phone and a Facebook, and I couldn't have a Facebook or a phone until I was a freshman in high school.
Wasn't that a fucking crazy time?
That was a crazy time. And now I can't wait to get, I just don't want to, I want to not be addicted to my phone.
Dude, do you ever have the feeling now where you're like out somewhere in the city, maybe even your phone dies and you're like, I got to go home.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's like, how the fuck am I going to...
Because it's a danger risk now. We've convinced ourselves that we are in danger.
It's so insane. It's like, I'm a useless fucking person right now. It's like, I was like, what am I supposed to do? I feel naked. It's like, you feel like you're literally not...
Yeah. Our phones have convinced us that they are our only way of living.
Yeah.
They are how we get food. If you're an Uber Eats, DoorDash, Seamless, trying to get a sponsor here, if you're one of those people who's constantly ordering food, that's how you're going to get food. And if you don't have a phone, how are you going to get food? You can walk to the grocery store and get food, but then your wallet's on your phone, so you have to bring cash or a credit card, and then so many extra things. And then what if your phone dies and you're out at a club or a bar? Do you usually take Uber home? Do you not know how to use the train system? Do you have to walk? Are you over the bridge? Well, you have to get Uber.
People don't know how to read a fucking map of their own city.
I know. I will say, I look at the map all the time on my phone to try and figure out how to walk there. So I would definitely know how to use a map. But
like, it's pretty amazing to think that like we store certain information in our minds, like our generation, and then like generations above us, like definitely they have some problems, but like they'll have like they have like maps downloaded into their brains where it's like, oh yeah, take the 95, take this little freeway, make sure like not to go on like Canal Street during like the hours between 4 and 7 because they're having like a parade there this time of year. It's like, that's good info. Like that's good fucking info. Meanwhile, I'm like literally in Google Maps. Like Google Maps might be like my most used app, and I'm good at geography. I came in second place in the geography bee in 8th grade.
Oh.
For all of high school too.
Slay king.
With all of high school.
Geography bee?
Yeah. And like if it weren't for me not knowing where the Tet revolution happened, which I believe is in Vietnam now. It's not happening right now, but I now know that the answer is Vietnam. I didn't know that when I was on the stage in the auditorium in front of my entire school.
Oh man, that sucks. It's okay.
But second place, I still got a fucking cool little
second place is awesome.
Yeah.
Is literally, I mean, you're second best. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not first, but...
It's like Ricky Bobby's dad being like, if you're not first, you're last. But then at the end of the movie, he was like, I was fucking high when I said that. He's like, you've been living your whole life fucking on this.
I don't even know what that is, but the way you did that was funny.
Oh, thank you. Talladega Nights.
I was in the spelling bee in like 5th or 6th grade, and I believe I was probably like 10th or 11th place. And I was the only person in my the only person in my my class, Miss Stewart's class, that got in, where there was so many other smarter people than me. And my word to get into the spelling bee was success. SUCCESS. Still know it to this day. So good.
So good.
And they all spelled it with 1 C, and I knew it was 2 C's and 2 S's because I have a thing for like doubles. Anyway, my word in the spelling bee was concept, and I said,
what year was this?
5th grade.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Fifth
if this was high school, the Arizona school system is really giving me
right
some doubts.
No, they said concept, and I said CONSEPT, concept, and they were like,
that off.
ding. I went back to we were in the cafeteria with all the tables went out, and I went back to sit with my class, and they were like, you didn't know that it was a C? And because everybody, they were like, CONCEPT, that's concept. And I went off, and I thought I was going to go back to my supportive class, but they were all like, you didn't know how to spell concept? Of course it's with a C. And I was like, I just started crying because I felt so stupid, and then I cried the rest of the day, and it was terrible.
Kids can be fucking ruthless.
Kids are so mean. I always had bad haircuts growing up. Like the worst. I had a bob at one point.
Please get those on the pod's like Instagram or whatever. Like I think people should see those.
Yeah, maybe we'll clip this. But I always had bad haircuts, and people always made fun of me for it. In 7th grade, I got a pixie cut, which is like basically the length of your hair. And this kid, Nick, came up to me and stuck his gum in my hair. And then I had to cut the top piece even shorter because it got stuck.
I feel like that was a thing. I think I remember people doing that. Like
sticking gum in hair?
In like girls' hair to like fuck them. Like fuck them over. Like where it's like, oh my God, now I need to like remove this whole length of hair that the gum
and I already had short hair. I'm like, thanks, dude. You're a fucking asshole. Like, I got pantsed multiple times. People would pants me.
Like other women or other girls?
Other girls would pants me. And then some girl, after I got my haircut, was like, oh my God, I thought you had cancer. I'm like, we're in 7th grade. What even is cancer? I didn't even know what cancer was at that point. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was like life threatening. And I thought, like, you really thought me cutting my hair, I had a deathly incurable disease? Like, what? Kids were just mean.
Yeah,
anyway,
they really came for your fucking neck.
I was bullied a lot.
Hopefully you clap back at them, though. I would have been like...
I didn't. I just went to the bathroom and cried. I cried all the time.
I was like a bully's bully. Like, I had like a lot of friends across like all spectrums, and I could like the people that were not nice to the people that were, you know, kind of different than
you
like
would bully
what was popular.
The bullies.
I would try to bully the bullies.
Did it work?
Sometimes I would get it. Sometimes worked.
Yeah.
Like I always had like funny things to say. I wouldn't even try to bully them. I would just be like, I would tell them in ways like, you should be more like normal and like less like
you wouldn't be an
like
asshole
projecting onto like,
you wouldn't be mean or an asshole, but you would just try to like be mean with kindness.
Yeah.
Like kill them with kindness.
Yeah, I would get in their heads. I would be like in their little minds.
Are you okay?
I?
Are you mentally fucked
like
up? You should try to be normal.
Yeah.
That's like, smart.
And not normal in a way where you're like generic. Just be like normal in a way where you're like kind, at least to a point where like you're not unnecessarily like ruining someone's life.
Right.
Like,
I mean, that's smart. Who taught you that?
I had to learn that.
Yeah.
Because who taught me that? Honestly, a lot of my morals come from my parents because they're both good people, and from cartoons, because I watched a lot of Cartoon Network and a lot of animated shows on Nick.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big Disney head.
Yeah.
I think I would be stupider if I was. So all you brain rotted 25-year-olds that were addicted to Zach and Cody, and I feel bad for you.
I was addicted to Zach and Cody.
I feel bad for you.
I was.
I like Zach and Cody too, but like that show wasn't that bad actually. But like,
okay, we're gonna start a segment here called "Well, That's a Thinker," and so
can I grab just a glass of water?
Of course, yeah. Let's pause actually because I have to pee again. Pee break and curtain fixing. So this is a segment called "Well, That's a Thinker." Are you smarter than the viewer? Aubrie creates a unique set of questions every week for the guest to answer. Aubrie asks viewer to write in the comments how many questions they answered correctly. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just comment how many questions you got correctly. And if not, don't even worry about it. So I've created a unique set of questions for you, Ben. For fun, we're going to start off with, where is Big Ben located? A hint, it's not right here. Here is small
the
Ben.
question. Okay, I'd like to say slightly around average size Ben. Okay.
Yeah, you actually are average, I think, height.
Thank you.
I'm just tall for a female. Wiggy, your breath is stinky. Sorry, where is the Big Ben located?
All right. London, England. Final answer.
Correct. Nice job.
Okay.
Number. This is the real number one. What food manufacturing company headquartered in Battle Creek, Michigan, uses several animal mascots to sell its cereals, such as Newton the Owl, Tony the Tiger, and a rooster named Cornelius?
Kellogg's. Final answer.
Correct. The Kellogg Company, Kellogg's. Yes.
I wouldn't have got that until you said Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a dead giveaway.
Yeah, that definitely. I don't think I would have guessed it. I don't really know cereal company names. I just know the name of the cereals.
Well, back in the day, Tony the Tiger was like all over fucking commercials.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, it was always like the animated Tony the Tiger and like a little like kid or like.
Oh yeah, I remember
like
that. I remember that.
Or like Shaq or
Yep.
like Michael Jordan or some shit, and it was like, oh, like eat these Frosted Flakes right fucking now, bitch. And
now
it's like,
Shaq is like the face of that
everything.
Sargent insurance company.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that was he had a moment with those.
And
people.
he was in like a tiny car.
Yeah, that was
Like,
actually
what are you
funny as
doing?
fuck.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Who won the first ever American Idol?
Okay, so if my dad and my stepmom ever watch this, they're going to want me to get this right because we watched American Idol together a lot growing up. But I think the first season aired before I got into it. And I know some early ones like, all right,
I'll give you a hint.
I think I have it.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a hint or no?
I mean, are the stakes that high if I get it wrong? Are you going to execute me?
No.
Are you going to throw me out the window?
No. But if you want a hint, I can just know that it's offered.
All right, I have a guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Clay Aiken.
No.
Fuck. Ruben Studdard.
No. I'll give you a hint.
Jennifer Hudson.
No, fuck. Just let me give you the hint. She has her own.
Fantasia.
Actually, Jennifer Hudson is a really good one because this hint is also hers. She has her own talk show host. She has her own talk show.
It's not Fantasia.
I thought that was a song.
Okay, I'm unfamiliar with the talk show.
You're going to be like, oh man, I can't believe I guessed
Wait,
this.
on cable?
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Williams?
No, she wasn't even on American Idol.
Okay, Drew Barrymore?
No, neither was she. She's an actress.
I don't
Kelly
watch
Clarkson.
Oh my god!
I told ya he was gonna be like, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah, she's so funny too. She's so naturally funny. She's got it all, man. She's the best. Okay, number 3.
I wish I knew that.
Who is the most recent person to achieve EGOT, which means Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony status? I want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
She is a very, very, very famous actress. And she is very, very good.
Meryl Streep?
No. I'm just gonna tell you.
No, don't tell me.
Okay, well, I have to fill.
Okay, just give me one show, movie,
that she's on. Okay, I'll give you a show, which is one of my favorite
or
shows.
song.
A movie that she was in. She was
something
in,
not that obvious.
She was in The Help.
Oh.
And she was in a TV show called How to Get Away with Murder. I can't believe you don't know this. She is so good.
Oh my god. Shoot. Leslie.
No, her name is Viola Davis.
Oh my fucking god, you're right.
She is such a fucking
She's
good
great.
actress.
Yeah, she's out of this world.
She makes me feel things that I never knew I could feel.
Yeah.
Every time she's on screen, whatever she is so good at getting me to feel empathy. Like she is, I mean, she is incredible.
Yeah.
And her Instagram, I don't know if you follow her.
Out of this world, yeah.
You follow her on Instagram?
I should.
She is so enlightening, and she's also so like, she posts like good news things, and she's always posting things that are just like will make you be like, my day just got better, because she's posting good things for the world.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Okay, number 4. Which NFL player has scored the most touchdowns?
Ever?
Mm-hmm.
Thrown or like thrown touchdowns?
Mm-hmm.
Thrown them?
Mm-hmm. Good question. Very good question.
Yeah.
That's what the question should be, is which NFL player has scored / thrown the most touchdowns. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the GOAT. That's your hint.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I hate that you made me say that.
Do you like Tom Brady?
Not particularly. I mean, I nothing personal. It's just I'm a Jets fan, so
right.
It's like a Boston thing.
I like him. My only problem is that when he got with Gisele Bündchen, he was with someone else. And
shout out dads who kiss their kids on the lips. I think it's chill.
No. You're fucking weird.
You started off being like you like him. So
no, I like him, but he cheated on his.
Why isn't it chill? Why isn't it chill?
He cheated on his pregnant wife with Gisele Bündchen, and then they got married.
Well, that's not
and
chill.
had kids. No, it's not chill at all. But also, like,
I feel
do
like
your
that
own
was
thing.
that was pretty well swept under the rug.
Scandal. Yeah, it was. It was. My mom would say that for years. Like, fuck Tom Brady. He cheated on his pregnant wife, Gisele, who was a supermodel. But
that's so interesting because my mom like usually is up on that stuff too, and she didn't mention that.
She knows.
Come on, Deb. Get your gossip right.
She knows about it. Come on, Deb. Learn about it. Okay. In honor of Thanksgiving this week.
I'm so excited for Thanksgiving.
Me too. So excited.
I want food. I want food, and I want to smoke after, and I want food. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Okay, so in honor of Thanksgiving this week, in bowling, 3 strikes in a row is called a what?
Turkey.
Nice job. You knew that before I said in honor of Thanksgiving, or?
I've bowled a turkey before.
Oh, okay, cool. And then on the screen it was like turkey.
Yeah.
Was it a Thanksgiving turkey, or just said the word turkey?
I'm not sure like what the animated. Yeah, it probably was like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Like with all the, like the kind of half circle of.
Oh yeah.
Of its feathers.
Yeah. Turkeys are beautiful.
Dude, Thanksgiving is like so like nostalgic for me. Like I don't know why I'm actually looking forward to it this year.
Were you not last year?
I don't think so. I mean, last year I wasn't even in America for Thanksgiving. I went to Ireland with my mom and my brother, the 3 of us.
Did you guys have turkey while you were there, or no?
I don't even know that we did. It was like a super like inauthentic experience, but it was a fucking like inauthentic American Thanksgiving experience, but
right.
It was an amazing Irish. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but just 4 or 5 days there, and it was like had amazing food.
Yeah.
Hearty, like wintry kind of style food. So it was like that vibe, but wasn't like the regular classic American fixings.
Right. I heard Ireland, it's either Ireland or Scotland. Their food's not that great. Would you say that's not true?
Irish food isn't known to be like amazing on the world scale, but I actually do like it. And if you're into like kind of hearty stuff, which like if you go there when it's cold, that's like I feel like the stuff that people naturally crave.
Yeah.
You want something to warm you up.
Yeah.
They're great at that.
I have a hard time.
Cheese. They have amazing cheese. They have like amazing actually seafood because it's an island, and they have like good local stuff like that as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like
beer.
seafood, but I don't eat it. Oh, I love beer.
And an Irish breakfast if you like that. If you love like if you're the kind of person that goes to the diner and like wants like a full breakfast with like eggs and everything, they're kings and queens of that.
Okay. Yeah. So see, this is my problem when people say like, oh, that movie wasn't good, or like, oh, the food wasn't that great. I'm like, stop giving me your opinions if they're not good ones, because I understand you don't want to oversell it, but you're also making me like think a negative thing about that place,
Right.
like, or that movie or whatever it is.
Would
Like,
strongly recommend visiting Ireland.
okay, love that.
So
Thank
fun,
you.
so easy to get to actually from New York.
Good.
Like
Okay.
as far as getting to places in Europe. Like yeah.
All right. Well, if you're from Ireland,
Fly us the fuck out.
comment a really good dish of what we should what I should try if I ever go there, because somebody put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And Ben, you just put a really yummy lollipop in my mouth, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, what six-letter word names both a seed company and an exercise that combines a squat, a push-up, and a jump in the air?
Burpee?
Yes, good job.
I don't know what the seed company is, but I know.
It's probably just called burpee.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I've done a lot of burpees in my life. When I was in the competitive soccer world, they would force us to do that stuff a lot.
Yeah, same.
Is it good though? I feel like
Burpees?
Burpees feels very very CrossFit core. Like,
it is.
Like you're into like running around doing circuits.
It 100%
being a freak.
is.
Like you're a little freak. Like you like that shit. Like
You're a freak, yeah. In college, I played volleyball growing up from 7th grade.
I want to see you play volleyball one time. Are there any videos out there?
Yeah, I'm on what's that, Huddle?
Oh, that was the sport highlight wide world web.
I made my highlights on Huddle a lot, but no, in college, my college assistant coach, who is now my mother's training coach because she has her own CrossFit gym. We would do CrossFit all of the time.
What did I say about CrossFit?
No, I fucking hate CrossFit. I hate it. It's like you're constantly going up in weight. You're running and then lifting and then doing a ton of burpees. We used to do burpees.
It really is a ton of burpees.
Dude, we used to do like 100 burpees in one workout. Like 100 burpees, including suicides.
And how do you feel after? Like
exhausted. Sore, exhausted. My legs are like
pulsating.
Swollen, tight, pulsating. It's uncomfortable. I mean, I was swollen all of the time, and like I didn't realize until recently, like 2 months ago, I had COVID. I didn't realize that like you should not be working out every day, especially if you're not getting a proper recovery, because
1000%
you are just going to be hurting and swollen all of the time. And like I've literally seen a change in my body go from like swollen to like I'm like skinnier.
And is that what you were wanting?
I just was wondering why my body was swollen all the time.
Well, yeah, if you're working out, that's like your little muscles, your little baby wee muscles, they're ripping and then they're like getting fucking back together and they're like, ugh.
I'm like, fuck the burpees, fuck the suicides, if you don't know what a suicide is literally from the end line of a volleyball court to the 10-foot line, back to the end line, back to the middle line, back to the end line, to the other side of the 10-foot line, back to the end line, back to the other end line of the other side of the court, back to the end line of your side of the court. And we would have to do like 6 of those.
They call them suicides because they make you want to live more.
They call them suicides because they make you live longer, but they make you want to fucking kill yourself.
No, suicides build character though, especially as a young person. You like tell some fucking 14-year-olds to get on the line and do a bunch of suicides. It humbles the shit out of them.
Not only does it humble you, but it keeps you having a motivated mind for the rest of your life.
That's true.
And it keeps you mentally tough.
Teaches adversity.
Yeah. I mean, if I never did volleyball and I got into the modeling industry, I would have stopped modeling a long time ago, because the rejection that we're also as an actor, the rejection that you're constantly facing, or even not hearing back from people, you're like, bro, I did suicides when I was 14 years old. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to that.
I did the beep test and I actually wanted to win.
What's the beep test?
Oh, you didn't have to do the beep test in high school?
No.
In New York, they force you to do, it's basically suicides, but you're not doing it at a sprint because the idea is...
Oh, we did that.
Yeah, you have to just keep whoever can last the longest wins.
Yep, we did that.
Yeah, those build character too. But like at a certain point in high school, people were just like kind of phoning it in.
There were people who just didn't give a fuck. And like, I don't care.
Those people in like the Cookie Monster pajamas that like barely would like show up to class.
Yeah,
they're like doing like the minimum.
Oh, what I was gonna say earlier was the popular kids in my school were like the girls at least, they were sluts. They
sluts
were
and whores.
Fucking all the time, and they wore black eyeliner from their fucking eyelid to their eyebrow, and then like raccoon eyes. It was like, what are you doing?
You know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they were cool at one point, and then I kind of was just like, my mom didn't let me wear makeup for a reason. Okay. Like,
so I wouldn't be found attractive.
yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
That's so true.
So
That is so true. I never thought about that.
Really?
Yeah, no. I thought my mom just didn't want me to wear makeup because it was like an adult thing, not because like if you wear makeup, people are going to think that you
People
are
are gonna wanna
20 and they're
fuck
going to want to fuck you. So true.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like people are
Wow.
less sexualized when they are not wearing mascara and things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But also at the same time, you were just a little guy. No one should really be thinking dirty.
If I was a little guy, people would be thinking
Like a little
more dirty things about me. Poor little boys. My God.
You know what I meant? Like a little girl. Like no one should be thinking nasty things about you at that age anyway.
Yeah.
But like,
Unfortunately.
shout out your mom for protecting you. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, okay. How many bones does a shark have?
Wow. I wonder. I picture their skeleton being quite robust and huge.
Mm-hmm.
But are there that many different pieces, or is it just a couple really big ones?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say somewhere in the region of between 50 and 70. Am I warm?
Okay. Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Is this a trick question?
Sharks don't have bones?
They do not have any bones.
What?
Mm-hmm. I think it's just a lot of cartilage.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Let me just Google this to make sure.
Sharks have bones. Stop it. Everyone has bones. You're either an exoskeleton or you're the other.
They have no bones. Their cartilaginous skeletons are much lighter than true bone, and their large livers are full of low-density oils, both helping them to be buoyant. Even though sharks don't have bones, they can still fossilize. Very interesting. Yeah, so it's just a lot of cartilage.
Aubrey did her research,
Yeah.
and Ben just looked a little fucking dumb.
No,
Ben
I mean,
just
you didn't
looked
know
a
anything about this. I did research before this.
I know, but I want to be a marine biologist in my past and future life.
Oh, yeah, you told me that a couple weeks ago when we tried to do a podcast together. Okay, this is 2 questions in one.
Okay, fire away.
What is the loudest animal on Earth?
These are good
Take
questions.
me through your thought process.
Okay, so I think about a bird's screech. I think those can be pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
I think about the sonic boom that a whale could make.
Good. You're getting closer.
Whale cries when they sing.
Mm-hmm.
You can be heard from miles away, I think,
Mm-hmm.
underneath the ocean's surface.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other loud animals?
You're on the right track already.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with a kind of whale.
Correct. Would you like to know the specific one?
I would, but I'm going to guess, is it a size thing or it's not a size thing?
It's not a size thing.
Okay. Put me down for
Table for 2.
the put me down for the gray whale.
Incorrect. It is the sperm whale.
Oh.
Yeah. And the next question.
Did you pick that because you thought that was like funny because it's called the sperm whale?
No, I actually picked it because I just watched a TikTok from Smosh, which is an improv group.
I love Smosh.
Smosh is so funny.
YouTube gods.
Yeah. I only watched their TikTok, but they had the same question. I thought it was quite interesting, and I'd also like to just broaden this out because I think knowing what the loudest animal on Earth is it's important because we forget that I think sound travels farther in water than it does on air. That means what I would think is that means it makes it louder. Technically, because sound is different in water.
I think
so it's louder because
you might be onto something.
Yeah.
I think you are.
I'm not sure, but maybe.
I think you're. I would if there was multiple choice. Is Aubrey right in what she's saying, or is she wrong?
Let me know in
those
the
were the only
comments.
2 answers. I would choose right.
Thank you. I have very philosophical and deep thoughts going on in my brain at all times. I think that's why I'm a little stupid, is because I'm constantly wondering and I'm constantly curious, and I more so have questions than I have answers.
Well, I think it's those, some of the brightest minds are those in throughout history are those that ask the questions.
I love that.
And then the answer can only come if the question
is asked.
The question is like the egg, and the answer is the living being that.
Love that. So the next question is kind of piggybacking off of the last one.
Yeah. Go on.
What is the largest animal on the planet? Now keep in mind.
One thing I know for sure is the largest whale is a blue whale.
Okay.
Okay, so if that's not the biggest animal on Earth.
You've got it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's a blue whale.
It's the Antarctic blue whale.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy gets to about 110 feet. That's how big he is. Or can get, or we found.
All right,
least.
so in American terms, how many football fields is that?
How many feet is a football field? 100?
No, it's 100 yards.
Oh, whew.
Wait. 100 feet.
How many feet are in a yard? 10?
Yeah, I guess that is pretty big. If something's like, how many feet are in a yard? 3.
Oh, so then there's
roughly 3.
10. There's 10 yards in a football field, right?
100.
Oh, 100 yards. So then 100 times 3 is 300. So it's.
He's not even one football field.
What about the megalodon shark?
They say that one was big.
Yeah, they say that's the known to be the biggest shark in history.
Still though, shout out the fucking blue whale. He's still the kings and queens of the ocean, running around. Also,
no one's gonna fuck with that unless there's like a fish of sharks.
And don't hungry. They live quite long? Mm-hmm.
I think whales and turtles are the species that live the longest.
Yeah.
And turtles can live literally like 400 years.
Yeah, and sharks can also live quite long too.
Any sea life, I feel like you're bound to be having a great long life.
There was a shark that was living in from, I know for sure, past 2000, mm-hmm. that had been alive since the 1600s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And it also dwelled in that Antarctic kind of area.
I wonder if throughout its lifetime it ever thought ooh, these waters are getting quite warm from when I was a baby, when I was a young shark, or ooh, what's all this plastic in the ocean?
Yeah, I actually bet that it had those thoughts.
Have you ever heard of CRISPR?
No,
it's a gene therapy.
Nope.
So basically, these people created CRISPR, which is gene therapy, where they can literally take your DNA strands, take out some genes, and then replace it with a gene say you want to get stronger.
Shark gene?
Yeah, I'm thinking what if they took the gene of how long a turtle can live and replace it with in the human DNA so we could live longer? I wonder if that was ever a thing.
If
it ever could be a thing. So CRISPR is basically
should we write Nat Geo, or maybe if we can find Fauci's email, if that still exists?
It's not Fauci. I think it's the owner of CRISPR.
Oh.
Yeah. They're making dogs glow in the dark.
Well, if they can do that, they could probably.
That's why they call it designer babies. You've never heard of designer babies?
I did. I actually, in high school, we would talk about that.
That's CRISPR. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention that much in those classes.
Insane.
I was not good at those kind of sciences. It was a little too much for my brain.
We got to wrap it up here.
Let's wrap.
So, okay. In 1999, what ingredient, number 9, in 1929, what ingredient was removed from Coca-Cola?
1999?
1929.
The best ingredient. Blow.
Syrup?
Cocaine.
Cocaine is not it, and I know you know that as well.
What? No, I really thought that you were going to try to get me to say that. Okay.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I just don't think it's the best ingredient. I'm not a blow girly, and I know you're
No, I'm not I'm just saying for fun though. It's for imagine.
Oh, sorry. I totally just took that joke away from you. Ew, and I made it shit. Let's edit that back. Okay, start again. The best ingredient.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
The
Let's
best
go.
Let's go, cocaine. I love selling blow. No.
Yeah. Sorry, I took that away from you. That was
No,
fucked
it's
up.
okay.
Okay, and last and final question, number 10. Where did the Olympic Games originate?
Rome.
Greece. Yeah. Nice job.
Was Greece Rome at that time, though?
I don't know.
Shit. So maybe is it Athens?
No, it's Greece. It is Greece. Oh,
Right.
You're saying is Rome Athens?
No, I'm saying like in whatever Greece was at that time. You're right. I thought it was Rome because I was thinking of the Colosseums, but I think it actually is Athens because Athens is Greece. But maybe in that time, Rome was also Greece. No, it couldn't have been. Rome was probably like the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I have no idea. It says we do not know exactly when they started, but the date of 776 BC is often cited in written sources. So the Olympics go as far back as 776 BC. How fucking crazy is that?
It's pretty cool. I mean, sometimes history and years and dates are almost too much for my brain to fathom since I've never been like teleported. Like imagine we went on the magic school bus.
Since I've never been teleported?
Yeah, into those times. Like if we were on the magic school bus with like Miss Frizzle and she like just took us to like ancient Rome, then I think you saying that would hit more.
I mean, that's why reading is important, Ben. That's why reading is so important because you learn a lot. Also, stories like reading a fiction book where it's based in that time can like give you a sense of what that is because you feel like you're in
his
the story.
Story should really be her story.
Ben,
Sorry.
that was so good. His story should really be her story. You heard it here first, Ben Land.
And that's on Mother.
And that's on God as a Woman.
Yeah.
That was really good. That's like when Rick says, "You misunderstood." He goes, "No, I Mr. Understood."
Yeah. Get it right.
That was so good.
Thank you.
That was so freaking good. Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything that you want to plug on the podcast where people can see you, see your stuff? Where if you have any blogs or...
Yeah. Check me out on my website, benjaminland.com.
How do you spell that?
benjaminland.com.
Okay.
And I actually do write some blogs on there, and then I have info about projects that I've been involved with lately and headshots and where to get at me if you're interested in maybe working together in the future.
And do you work on short films?
Yeah, short films, commercials, short films, full-length feature, TV, theater.
And you're in acting class, right?
I am currently taking courses, yeah.
So you've done acting class and he's done improv class, I know for sure. So he's well-rounded and he's good at what he does.
Yeah. And yeah, I do have a short film coming out in January.
Oh, fun.
So be on the lookout for that.
And you'll post it on your blog?
I will. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll post it on my site and on my Instagram. Oh yeah, my Instagram's Ben_land. If you want to follow me there.
I'll put everything here.
And I won't tell you my burner on Twitter, but if you find it,
do you have a TikTok?
If you find it, you can DM me. Oh yeah, and I do have a TikTok. The @ is SheShowLeaf with a bunch of...
How do you spell that? Just so I know to tag it.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want people following.
No, absolutely can. It's just like SheShow, which is SHISO, but then like a lot of O's. Because at the time I didn't...
Just send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's not anything.
And you're currently single.
I'm currently single, yeah, I guess.
All right. You heard it here first. We've got a Jewish single boy, as my boyfriend would call himself, the Jewish heartthrob. We've got a Jewish heartthrob here sitting on my couch, and he's looking to work and he's looking to fuck. So
yep.
I'm just joking.
Doesn't have to be.
He's a nice boy.
It doesn't have to be in that order though.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and like and subscribe, please. And also comment what your favorite sport to watch is.
Yeah.
So thank you guys very much.
Love you all. Thank you for
Love
having me on,
you.
Aubrie.
Bye. Thank you. Would love to have you back.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
We out.
Cheers, governor.